Here we go.
These days, Kirk Gibson is able to follow a family and personal itinerary rather than one dictated by the baseball schedule.
Hit me a good one and run. Run, come on!
Batting practice in the yard with sons Kirk, Kevin, and Cameron occurs frequently now.
Go, Kev, go! Kevin runs like Fedorov skates.
For Kirk Gibson, family is number one.
I don't think there's anything in the world that makes me happier. You can have the worst day in the world, but when you walk in that door and your kid jumps in your arm and they say, let's go play baseball, or let's go play hockey, or let's go for a bike ride, or take me out on the lake. You know, it's God's way, it's nature's way of relaxing you.
On the baseball field, Gibson was anything but relaxed. He was as intense a competitor as you could find. But he found the mentality that helped him become a football All-American at Michigan State didn't translate as easily to success on the diamond.
Well, I went into Michigan State, nobody had a clue who I was. There was nobody aiming at me. When I came out the next Mickey Mantle, there were huge expectations. You know, I was overwhelmed with that situation. I didn't handle it well. I treated the media poorly. I treated the fans poorly. I treated my friends poorly, my family poorly. I just got wrapped up into it. Wasn't by design. I just was overmatched.
Gibson has reflected on his athletic career in a new book, Bottom of the Ninth. Former managers Sparky Anderson and Tommy Lasorda came to town recently for its release. The book goes beyond the big moments, the big home runs, and details Gibson's struggles and successes on and off the field. For Gibson, it's the daily battle against what he calls the beast.
The beast wants you to give up your dream, wants you to say you can't do it. It's the negative effect on your life. It wants you to think the wrong way. And you know, I learned to fight him and try and overcome him, and sometimes he gets you, the beast does. But if you persevere long enough, you know, you'll win the biggest battles.
Gibson and Dave Rozema were the original bad boys in Detroit. For a time, they garnered as many headlines for their nightlife antics as for accomplishments for their team. Once Gibson finally found his focus, he started defeating the beast. It came full circle for him in the 1984 World Series, facing his nemesis on the mound, Goose Gossage. Tiger fans will never forget the shot off Gossage. A few years later, with another team in the other league, Gibson hit another World Series home run, one which ranks among the most dramatic ever in the postseason.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone!
Pete Rose is the greatest competitor I've ever seen in my life. But I never managed a man that could rise to the occasion more times than Kirk Gibson. He, of my 26 years in the major leagues, he could come to that occasion more times than any other player I ever managed.
Retired from baseball for nearly 2 years now, Gibson has the time to pursue another passion, a love of the outdoors.
Boyfriend, girlfriend. We have entered nature's bedroom.
I spent some time with Kirk on a 1,500-acre spread he owns in northern Michigan. The land had been lumbered off. He's planting trees and plans to manage the tract to create habitat for all forms of wildlife. He has the financial resources to do it, but also views it as his responsibility.
If you don't like to just come out and, you know, enjoy the peace, you know, you've got to want to, you know, live as long as you can live, and I want my children to live as long as they can live and grow up and have a family and enjoy the rewarding things. And if we don't respect this type of thing, it ain't gonna happen.